Well, I just drove home with this beautiful 6-foot tall cami cypress. It's called soft serve, and it's going to be growing here in this corner by the corner of my home to really fill this beautiful area out. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to plant a large B&B bag and burlap conifer like this at your home. It's not as hard as it may seem, but you might need some help because these guys can be very heavy, especially a tree this size. Of course, the first thing is to remove this burlap. Many times you'll see roots growing actually on the outside of the burlap, and that's totally normal. Now, when you're at your tree nursery or wherever you're getting your tree from, you always want to really examine the structural integrity of your tree. If it's the type of conifer that should have like that Christmas tree shape, well, make sure the one that you're getting does in fact have that shape from the very beginning. And you also want to make sure that the very top of your tree is in tip-top perfect shape as well, because if that top tip, the meristem, gets injured, it can really stop its potential growth, as well as it will end up growing in a bit of a disfigured form, and it won't really stay true. So those are some things that you really want to have an eye on when you are checking out your tree selection. Take your time. This burlap stuff can be pretty annoying. Just go slow. You may even find that you need to use your serrated knife section of the hory to cut through some of these roots that are growing into that burlap. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to take a look at the bottom of your plant and make sure that there's no roots that are really circling around the base. You can even take a hory and just like gently loosen it up around the edges. But this looks pretty good. If you see any big thick roots that are circling, you're going to really want to loosen those up. But really, this one looks pretty darn good. Just a little bit of caressing is fine. And when you are purchasing your conifers, you always want to get them from a really high quality, reputable nursery. Otherwise, the chances of them having girdling roots would be much higher. And that looks pretty good. Next, you want to take a look on top as well to see if there's any roots circling around the sides or on the top. This guy looks really great. Maybe there's some small little guys like that, but really nothing of concern on him. Just travel around the sides of your plant. Make sure everything looks good. And if you do happen to see any roots that are circling around the top, then that's going to be a good opportunity. You're going to want to cut those, rip them apart, separate them, because if they start to circle around like that, then it's going to be really hard for your plant to bring up the moisture into the foliage of your plant. Better to cut them and allow them to regenerate in a more natural way once they are transplanted into the ground. Now, of course, before making your tree selection, you want to make sure that it's going to be sited in the appropriate location. The worst thing is to plant something in an area that's going to overgrow its space or also undergrow its space. So this tree is going to get about 10 feet tall, so probably about to those to the gutters, and about 6 feet wide. So this should fill out this area really nicely in 5 to 10 years. And I am starting with a relatively good sized plant, so this should be a good selection for this location. Now, once you have that location selected, just start by removing mulch from where you're going to be planting it. Or if you are planting this out in the lawn, in the grass somewhere, it's going to be really important to remove that grass, the top 2 inches of grass, to give your tree zero competition from any other plants. And you're going to want to do so in an area that's about twice, the width of this is probably 15 inches. So I want to create a hole that's going to be about 24 to 30 inches. So almost twice the width. And then we're just going to start removing that soil. Now, the reason why we want to make such an emphasis on digging a wide hole is that as you dig up that soil and then you get your tree planted, you're going to be really loosening up that surrounding soil, and that is going to allow the very first roots that it starts to form to be in a very hospitable location where they can freely grow without being inhibited by compacted soil. All right, so once you have your hole nice and wide, you don't need to go twice as deep. In fact, you don't want to go any deeper than necessary. The last thing that you want to do is plant your conifer too deeply. You really want that root flare, which is where the soil meets the trunk. You want that to be sitting just above that soil line. Now, I am here in a flower bed, and you can see I have a nice rich dark layer on top. But as I dug deeper, I got into that Pennsylvania clay, and that's perfect. I'm not going to amend this soil at all with any sort of amendments. I want our trees, we want our conifers to be planted in the native soils, and that's because when they're planted into those native soils, those roots are going to be more adept at branching out into the ground to continue to grow. If we were to put a bunch of organic amendments in here, there's a good chance that, number one, the water would kind of like pool up in that area, and number two, that those roots would be kind of coddled and they would have no desire to branch out under the ground, which is what we need them to do in order for our plant to continue to grow. So never amend the soil when we're planting our conifers. Just get it right into that native soil in your ground. And now comes the hard part, actually moving my tree into this hole. Your nursery may have tied some rope around it for transport purposes. So before we move it, we're gonna remove that so that we can get a nice clear visual, so that we can have the most pretty side of the plant facing forward. Well, that wasn't so bad so far. And I'm gonna do my best not to damage any of the plants in the bed, but they're gonna get damaged. It's okay, they'll grow back. I think this is the pretty side. Fingers crossed. Well, all right, I got it in there, and it actually looks pretty darn good. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, it's really important that that root flare is just above the layer of the soil. So you can see right there, it is sitting just above, so that is a really nice height for it to be. You don't want it to be too deep. Better to be even a little bit up rather than too deep. And then we're gonna backfill with the soil that we dug out. If you have big clumps like that, just break them up. And you can see how that soil line is looking perfect down there. Not too high, not too low. Now at this point, if you don't have an automatic irrigation system like I do, you're gonna wanna get a hose on it as soon as possible. You can just water it for like 15, even 30 minutes, really helping it to settle into that soil. And then after you have it watered, we're gonna put a nice layer of mulch on top. I'm not gonna add any fertilizers, really not needed. All right, well, I'd say it's looking pretty darn good. Conifers, they are expensive, but they live forever, and it's well worth taking a few extra steps to make sure you get them planted right so that you can enjoy their absolute beauty all year long for many years to come. So hopefully you found this video nice and helpful. If so, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. We have hundreds and hundreds of videos all about growing plants in our gardens, outside and inside. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on Plant Vibrations. I'll catch you next time. Ciao.